I'm trying to work with the community to put on an event for the children. That has nothing to do with my campaign, and this issue should have nothing, no, you shouldn't even be mentioning that.
Mr. McGuire, I have a problem with,
Thank you, Mr. Mann, I appreciate it.
As long as there's no campaigning, I have no problem.
Thank you, Mr. Mann, and thank you, Mr. McLaughlin, for doing that. And then lastly, I've already talked with the sheriff about it, is there is a camper that is parked at the peak of Germantown and Dayton Liberty Road. And I don't know if you've noticed it, but they've been there for well over a month.
Yes, I know that, I see.
Yeah, they lift the hood up during the daytime and then they shut it at night, and then there's a black, there's a black car that goes and parks up there, so.
They said it's generated out
What's this
there.
name?
That's the point.
It's the point.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, I seen that, okay, I know
Yeah,
that.
they said it's generated, but I don't.
So I don't know what's going on, but it looks like they may be.
Okay.
She knows I don't.
And I just wanted to bring that up, you know, so that you all were aware of it. I don't know if the zoning guy needs to go out there. Do you know whose property that belongs to?
Off the top of my head, we'll find out.
there's quite a few people
Yeah.
Is there? Okay.
It's going to be quite a few hands. All right, well, thank you. Thanks a lot. Trying to help my neighbors.
Trustee reports. Mr. McLaughlin, you're up.
Thank you. I guess I spent the biggest part of the past 2 weeks basically just dealing with residents and problems thereof. I get phone calls quite a bit that can't get anybody at the administration building to answer and or respond. Again, I've said it numerous times in meetings. I was going to make a sign and just ran out of time. My number is 937-776-0989. I do not hold an office in this building. I have a room in there that says my name on it. It's supposed to be my office. I have a business at home, out of my house, that my wife runs. I work for 2 different employers that I have to do paperwork for. I have an office in my house, in my farmhouse. That's where I operate my township business from. I did not come in here, that number, you call this number, and use my extension. I never dialed it. It probably still says Russell Back on it. I don't know. I never have dialed it. Don't know. That's my number. Again, 937-776-0989. Call me. There's an answering machine on there. I will call you back, and I will look and attend to whatever you want. So, thank you very much.
Mr. Mann.
I've spent some time working with the fire department, and in that we get in a situation of not paying people. Now, nothing has what's been said. I'm just saying you have to pay employees in order to work. Now, what that does for us is, and we've been shorthanded, but now it causes us a problem of hiring people for Jefferson Township because the word gets out that they are not paid, and that causes a problem. So we're trying to get rid of this situation. Now, I'm gonna meet with the chief again, and we're gonna talk about this. We're trying to get a grant to give us 8 paramedics that work here in Jefferson Township. And I'm trying to get them to where they've got a paramedic on every call, either 1 or 2. Now, that does a lot for Jefferson Township because of the age group that lives in this township. So, some chiefs have had medics doing those things, some have not. So that's what we're trying to do. So this will happen if we get this SAFER grant. So we're gonna be applying for that. We've got a company that's gonna write the grant. This is supposed to have happened, let's say, the latest chief that we had. But It did not. So that's why we have this grant writer to write a grant to make sure that we have that chance that it's there to happen. So that's the basics of what's happening. Hopefully, this is supposed to be over or have this all turned in sometime at the end of this month. So we will keep you posted. Now, the other thing we have to do here is the road department, they're doing jobs out in the township. Not sure of everything. I try not to get involved in some things, but that's a task I'm supposed to be working with. But I do what I can and in a position. So everybody has some issues. I know about a lot of things that's going on. I want to thank Mr. McLaughlin for getting with this group on in this Aldrin area. Appreciate that. So I just want to thank everyone for what you're doing. Just hang in here with us for a little bit, and we can get some of these things changed. And if you have a problem, you got to call law enforcement. I'm not law enforcement. I'm a trustee. There's only certain things I can do. These guys here, they take care of some of those things that we cannot do. That's all I have. Thank you.
For my report, we will have a fire truck ordered here within the next few days. I just need a couple of details, so I'm not happy with the speed of how things went either, but we're almost there. I'm very happy with how the road department's been handling citizen requests, complaints. They get it, basically the way the workflow is, you shoot an email to the team lead, and he's been real good about telling us when they're gonna mow. For example, road crews are gonna
Speak up a
be,
little bit so we can hear you.
road crews are gonna be
Back in.
mowing in Blairwood tomorrow, so all the nuisance properties that we've got on our list that have already been legally cleared, they're gonna be doing a lot of mowing, so you'll see staff out there knocking down the lots, but they're working it in zones. I think they're following the same list as what they're doing with leaf pickup. But I'm real happy with how they've been responding to the request. We get a complaint, they work it, everybody seems to be happy. Same thing with zoning. We've had a couple of issues come across my desk. I've turned it in to Justin. He already either had a file on it or already had a letter going out. So he's covering 2 jobs right now. But with his caseload for new construction and all the permitting, he's still been able to knock out a few nuisance requests as they come across our desk. We need to get this employees paid, just nothing else. That's all I have for tonight.
Motion to adjourn.
I second the motion.
We would like to know, you put a note on the window of the house next door. We would like to know who owns the house, because you said you would do that on the note. You would find out who owns the house and what action we can take about the house. That's what we're here for.
Now, what's your question?
We would like to know who owns the house.
What happened?
5099, where the rats were.
Yeah,
Oh.
which Jim said nicely that he doesn't care.
And you said you would, discuss that at this meeting on the last.
When they do a
It's on.
code enforcement request, the first step is identify the owner. And so there'll be a record of that because it goes by the parcel, whatever the tax, the ID, that the taxes get generated for the property. So that's who the letter gets sent out to. There's a second step, it's sometimes you got rental properties, or sometimes there's additional research. But typically, if you've got a letter going out and it makes it, we should have the owner, but it's not 100%.
Well, the owner of the house is dead, and the house has been vacant for a while. And some people say the Bayfront house, we don't know which way it's
This
up.
still belongs to the owner, and it's never been probated.
Right,
So there is no legal ownership.
so what do you do about that?
It's in limbo.
Ooh,
They won't foreclose on it unless they can make a profit if they resell it. So there isn't gonna be any action on the tax delinquency, because he tried to push that issue with the treasurer, so it's in limbo.
Let me ask you a question. Okay. The other people next door have this same feeling that they can buy that property.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And she has done nothing but harass most of us, including me. And then what's really cute is, like you said, he don't care with the rest problem. The couple of little people, because I'm right with them. Then I tried to get in touch with you to find out, we have a person who died. They are known squatters. I don't want to.
The people that died are squatters?
Huh?
The people that died are squatters?
No, the lady that died, her kids are supposed to be getting her mail. They told me to leave the house alone. So I said, I'm not touching the mail, I'm not getting anything, I'm not getting a paper, throwing it up. But if they eventually find out that it's empty because the person died, they will squat on that house too.
Can you send me the name of the owner of the house? Contact info, because that becomes the biggest problem on stuff like
Well,
this.
I can give you her son's name and his phone number.
We have nobody to legally step forward and say, you can't be on this property, or, you know, so when people come in, I have no authority to throw them out, because I don't have anybody with legal ownership giving me, yeah, they need to go, criminal trespass, and so on and so forth.
Well, I know who the son is, I don't have the daughter's name.